Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the world, from all of us at F.A.T.H.E.R Foundation. I'm a father also, so happy Father's Day to me. I'm a father to Okoyemi, my wife. I'm a father to my dear daughter, Nobu. I'm a father to my dear son, Noah. And I wish myself, once again, a happy Father's Day. I'm happy that you are listening to me today. So I want to talk to fathers using the occasion of this Father's Day to let us know that our role as father in guiding our sons and maybe our daughters is vital, especially when it comes to issues that has to do with their sexuality, issues that has to do with their sexual and reproductive health. You know, boys are often disproportionately neglected when it comes to issues that has to do with sexuality. We must arise as fathers to change this narrative. And I'm going to be using the acronym FATHER to bring out the values that we can teach our sons, especially because no matter the effort that you put in raising your girls, those girls will be messed up by improperly raised boys. I remember when I was on campus, every now and then they are organizing sisters meetings, sisters seminars, sisters this, sisters that, and I always make a noise. I say, excuse me, you are raising virtuous sisters, virtuous lady, but you are neglecting the boys, the male gender. Don't you know, or don't you think that these improperly raised boys who will become men, who will become husbands, will end up frustrating these your virtuous girls? Most of the time they don't listen to me, and we see it play out. You see girls properly raised, but they find themselves in the hand of improperly raised boys. And sometimes you will see the way some boys behave, some men behave, and you'll be asking yourself, who raised these boys? Who are their parents? So today, dear father, I'm going to be awakening your consciousness to some very important values that you must raise your boy with. The first letter is letter F. You must raise them with fortitude and future focus. What do I mean by that? I mean, you must teach your son to be strong enough to resist bad pressure. There's a lot of pressure out there. You must teach them to resist those pressure. Let them stand and resist it. Show your son how his choices today will impact his future tomorrow, and that good choices always lead to good relationship and a good life in the near future. So they should never allow what happens today to determine negatively what will happen to them tomorrow. So we must teach them fortitude and help them to focus on their future. That's letter F. Then letter A, we must teach them accountability. Accountability means owning your own actions, taking responsibility for your own actions. We must help our boys to understand the consequences of their choices. Let them know that yes, they have the power over their own body. They must be accountable to themselves. They must take charge of their own body. They have control over their decisions, but they must also respect the choices and the decisions of others. We must teach our boys to know that when a girl tells them no, they should accept that no as no. Sometimes our boys can misbehave and they can be under pressure to do something wrong. Let them know that whenever any girl tells them no, they should accept that no as no, and they should never push other people's boundary. They should respect themselves and respect other people. So that's letter A. Then letter T in father. A, we said fortitude and focus on the future. Letter A, we said you must teach them accountability. Now letter T in the acronym father should teach them temperance. Teach them self-control. Temperance means self-control. Help your son to manage his desires. Let him know that it's okay to have sexual desire, it's okay to have sexual urge, but you must teach them to manage it, especially with so much going on out there, so much exposure to social media, so much exposure to explicit, implicit content. We must teach them how to control their desire. Then I go to letter H. Teach them about honor, and also teach them about humility. Now let's talk about honor. Teach your son to honor and respect women always. Let them know that true masculinity, the sign that they are real men, is that they are there to protect the girls, not to exploit them. So true masculinity is about protecting those girls, not exploiting them. It is by guiding them. It is by making sure no evil happens to them, not by abusing them. All right? Then teach them humility, meaning that they should know their limits. They should have understanding that sex is sacred. It is sacred. Sex is not something they should just have with a random girl. Sex is something they should have only with the wife they have married. These are the values we should teach our boys. That any attempt to have sex with a girl when the girl is not yet their wife is exploitation. So rather than exploit the girl child, they should protect the girl child. So they should know that sex requires mutual respect. They should respect the other person as much as they respect themselves. That is letter H. Then letter E. We should teach them empathy and some emotional intelligence. Now, let's talk about empathy. Empathy means they try to understand how other people feel. They should know that getting involved sexually with a girl will not just be for their own pleasure. What will be the outcome for that girl? Will that girl ever remain the same again? Number one, the girl will lose her virginity. Number two, the girl may get a sexually transmitted infection. Number three, the girl may get pregnant, and all of this will change the course of that girl's life. Let us teach our sons some of the repercussion or the consequences of whatever they do to those girls, so that the knowledge of those consequences will help them to take the right decision. Help your son to see the impact of his actions on others, especially how it affects them emotionally. Now, emotional intelligence is teaching our sons how to manage their own feelings. I talked about this earlier. So they should not let their emotion lead them to bad decisions. They should have their emotion under control. Teach your son to talk about their feelings respectfully. However they feel, let them talk about it. Let them talk about it with you as the father. And please let us have an open communication system with them whereby they can talk to us freely without fear. All right. Now the last letter in father: respect and responsibility. Teach your son deep respect for his own body. Let him respect himself, that his body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. They should honor themselves. They should respect themselves. They should see themselves as somebody who cannot just put their pennies into any top, dick and Harry, but they will put their pennies into their wife only. They should respect themselves, because the moment they get sexually involved with anyone, they lose a part of their respect. The more people they get sexually involved with, the more they get sexually involved with, even if it's only one person, the more respect they lose. So they should have deep respect for their body and say, this my body belongs to me. I will never share this body with anyone unless the person I have committed my life to live forever with. And they should know that sex is exclusively for marriage. Any form of sexual activity before marriage or outside marriage is not acceptable to God. They should honor and respect themselves, and then they should take charge of their own life by taking responsibility, take charge of their health, and also take charge of the well-being of others. By discussing these values, we will be able to empower our sons. We'll be able to help them to make responsible choices, and then we end up raising men who are respectful, who are accountable, and who are honorable. Once again, happy Father's Day to all our fathers all over the world. God bless you as we continue to work together to raise men that will make this world a better place. Till I see you again next time. Once again, I'm Dr. John S. Balogun. God bless you. Bye.